Your brain can turn off morality, not metaphorically, literally. There's a region right behind your eyes called the Orbitofrontal Cortex, and it's responsible for making wrong feel wrong, not just intellectually, but emotionally. When this area is damaged or underactive, people don't suddenly forget the rules. They can explain what's right and wrong perfectly. They just stop caring in the same way. Guilt fades, empathy weakens, remorse loses its emotional sting, decisions become colder, faster, and detached. This is why orbitofrontal dysfunction has been linked to manipulation, impulsive lying, socially inappropriate behavior, and in extreme cases, dangerous choices. Not because the person is evil, but because the brain's moral feedback system, the emotional brake, is no longer firing. In psychology, morality isn't just a belief system, it's a neural circuit. And when that circuit goes quiet, behavior changes with it. Follow for daily neural tips and how it works. You don't actually see the world as it is. Your brain shows you a version of it. Your eyes don't understand images. They simply collect light, contrast, and movement and send electrical signals forward, unfinished and meaningless on their own. The real work happens in the visual cortex, a network in the back of the brain that decodes those signals, assembling edges, colors, distance, and motion, turning raw data into something you can recognize. But here's the part most people miss. Your brain doesn't just process vision, it predicts it. It fills in gaps you never notice, corrects distortions, and reshapes what you see using memory and expectation, which is why two people can look at the same scene and experience it differently. What you call sight isn't reality itself, it's your brain's interpretation, a fast, efficient guess designed to keep you oriented and alive. Seeing isn't passive, it's thinking at the speed of light.
The most intelligent people rarely announce it. They do the opposite. They lower their volume and watch the room. Advanced cognitive control comes from the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain that plans ahead and suppresses impulse. When it's strong, there's no need to dominate conversations or prove superiority. Highly intelligent minds understand social dynamics. They recognize that displaying intellect invites ego clashes, defensiveness, and unnecessary conflict. So they choose restraint instead of validation. By staying underestimated, they gain information. They listen longer. They learn people's motivations before revealing their own. When they finally speak, it's not to impress, it's to influence with precision and timing. This isn't pretending to be less capable, it's strategic self-regulation, a quiet form of power that doesn't seek attention because it doesn't need it. When you hurt someone who genuinely loved you and they still respond with kindness, you don't feel the loss immediately, but it's already happened. You didn't just push away a person, you pushed away someone who saw your flaws and chose you anyway. Most people protect themselves by leaving. They cut ties, shut doors, and erase you from their lives the moment trust is broken. And that's understandable, because walking away is easier than staying soft. But some hearts are different. Even after being hurt, they still try to understand, still hope, still care. Not because they're weak, but because their capacity to love is deeper than their need to defend themselves. When someone like that leaves, it's not out of anger, it's exhaustion. And once they're gone, you don't just miss their presence, you miss the kind of love that forgives, endures, and doesn't come around twice. Losing that is losing something irreplaceable.